Did you know that as of July 31st, 2024, you will no longer be able to buy new subscriptions to QuickBooks Desktop Pro or Premier, including their Mac version? This is something Intuit has told us now actually for quite a few months, and they're about to start phasing out their desktop products. Now, even for the last year and a half to 2 years or so, if you've tried contacting Intuit directly to make a purchase of QuickBooks Desktop products, usually when you would contact their support line, they try to, we'll just say they strongly motivate you to the QuickBooks Online product. Now, full disclosure, I'm a huge fan of QuickBooks Online. It's my favorite, but I do believe in the right of choice, and I know there are a lot of people that still want to stay in the desktop environment. So during this video, we're going to show you one of the last ways you can actually go and purchase QuickBooks Desktop Pro or Premier as long as you do it before July 31st, 2024. So if you're watching this video, it's most likely because you've been trying to figure out where you can, or if you even can, buy the most recent version of QuickBooks Desktop Pro or Premier. And over the last year and a half or so, Intuit's made it very difficult for us as accountants to even offer it to our clients, and for the end consumers to actually just directly buy it without any questioning or third degree, if you will, from their customer support team. So I was talking to a good friend of mine, Rich Kane, and he suggested, somebody needs to make a video to show everybody where they can actually go to quickly purchase this software without having to get the runaround through customer support. Thus, I decided we would make a quick video. Now, a lot of people who've also been asking about this have recently watched one of my videos where I was showing people how to basically export their QuickBooks Online data back down to QuickBooks Desktop. And a reason to really do this, of course, is, well, a couple ones. Number one, if for some reason you're not satisfied with QuickBooks Online, you want to go back to a desktop environment, you could do this. And again, full disclosure, I'm a big fan of QuickBooks Online, so I strongly recommend against this. Before you make that decision, why don't you reach out? I'd be happy to talk to you, find out what your challenges are, and perhaps there's an easier way to get the results you want with QuickBooks Online without having to go back to a desktop environment. But the other option is, quite often it's really nice to have a safety backup by having a duplicate in a desktop environment. So let's just move forward with the fact you've already made the decision, you want to use QuickBooks Desktop. So how are we going to do this? I'll be sure to add into the comments below the video the actual link to the website that you need to go to. But basically it's quickbooks.intuit.com/email/final-desktop-plus-sale. I know, mouthful. We'll put it down in the comments. Once you've done that, you're going to run into this page, and it's going to remind you that you have until July 31st, 2024 to purchase a new subscription to QuickBooks Desktop 2024. Now, what I mean by that, if you're already using QuickBooks Desktop on a subscription basis, so you're paying an annual setup, it used to be that you would buy the software and it was good for 2.5 years until they sunsetted the program. Then it's transitioned over to where it's more of a subscription. So if you already have that subscription, you're good to go, everything's fine, and you can be able to keep paying for that subscription. How long? We don't know that. But if you do not have a subscription and you are looking to purchase one, you must do this before July 31st, 2024, or they will no longer be offering this to anybody, not to accountants, not to end users. Once you land on this page, it's going to show you the different pricing options that you can do here. And just so everybody knows, this is no affiliate link. There's no kickback, nothing that comes to me when you're purchasing this, when I give you guys the links to it all, nothing whatsoever. This is just me trying to help get you the information you need. Your options will be QuickBooks Desktop Pro Plus or Premier Plus. Your Pro Plus is the standardized version of desktop that's not as industry specific. So when you go to your Premier version, they have different ones for different type of industries, such as service-based businesses, manufacturing, so forth, that you can really customize and get some more reporting options. And of course, they have a desktop Mac version, which is really interesting because they killed this off a couple years back and then just recently brought it back. On this page, it's going to go through and give you better details of exactly what the variations are between them. So Pro will give you 3 users, your Premier will give you up to 5 users, so forth. So be sure to read through this, take a look, figure out what's going to be the best solution for you. One other thing that they're also going to be canceling as of, again, July 31st is the QuickBooks Desktop Enhanced Payroll. You will have to go to the QuickBooks Online Payroll instead. And that can be a standalone version of Payroll, not require you to be on QuickBooks Online, but something important to know. So once you're here, you're going to click on Buy Now. And as you go through the process, it's basically going to have you go through, and you'd actually have to log in if you already have an account set up with Intuit. So we have, because I'm an accountant, pro advisor, everything else, I have a special account number, and I'm able to pull this up. And you'll notice I don't get any special pricing, anything different than you guys do. It's exactly the same thing. If you don't have an account, you'll be able to very easily sign up and create one instead of signing in. You'll go through your process, choose exactly what you want to purchase or not. I started to do this before I made the video, so now it's showing us 2 of them. So I'll click X and go adios on one. And then we'll see our amount and then be able to click over to continue. It literally becomes this easy at this point in time that you can go through, set everything up, place your order, and boom, you're ready to go. Super easy, super, super quick. So again, in the comments below, I will give you guys the link to get you to the place to be able to do this purchase. This is the only way without having to call over to support and ask them on how to purchase this. And we've heard over and over again from people that if you make the phone call to support, they're going to strongly motivate you over to a QuickBooks Online product. If you are looking for a way to export your QuickBooks Online software back to QuickBooks Desktop, be sure to check out the video. We'll put a link to that in the comments below as well, where I walk you through the whole process. It'll definitely help make it a little bit easier for you. Be sure to pay attention to the notes of which web browsers and such you would need to use as well. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and here's wishing you all a very successful week.